Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. This is the player ratings for Spurs 1, Everton 0. Yes, we didn't win that must-win game of football, but what else did you expect? Let's just get into it. Jordan Pickford, I give him a 6. He had a couple of erratic moments in the first half, but he did actually pull off a couple of saves as well. Not major saves, not ones that were like unbelievable saves, but he pulled off a few saves. Just a very average performance from Pickford. I really wish he'd stopped these erratic moments. Right, it was only 1 or 2 little moments, but where he came to catch it, I think, and just totally missed it. But I don't know if he's ever going to shake them. I really don't, because you think he would have got it into his game by now to just jib it. But we'll see. But I've given him a 6. I can't give him any higher or lower than that, to be honest. I know a few people probably would give him lower, but I'm not going to be too harsh on Pickford there. Next up, Luca Dean. I'm actually giving him a 7. Thought he was one of our better players, more involved than anyone else. He was always trying to get on the ball. First half, he was always getting forward. He was one of the very few players who was getting forward today for Everton. Always trying to whip crosses in, trying to make something happen down that left-hand side. Didn't help that he had a Wobie for most of the game in that first half. But I thought he done all right, Lucas. You know, he was in the game more than most players. I thought it's a 7, but it's a very generous 7, if you like. So Luca Dean gets a 7. Michael Keane, give him a 6. Look, he didn't really have much to do. I don't think there was their goal. I don't think Michael Keane done anything wrong there, to be honest. He's just tried to block the shot. He had half a second to think about it. And, you know, what else do you want him to do? He didn't know it was going to go wide, did he? He had half a second, like I said, and just tried to block the shot. After that, played a few long balls, won a few headers. Average performance from Michael Keane. Yeah, look, the player ratings are probably going to be very similar here. Next up, Mason Holgate, give him a 6 as well. Again, it was just that one moment with all the defence where we just lost it. But it was a very scrappy goal. It was similar to the Leicester goal, and I'm not really going to blame Holgate either. He made a few good challenges early on, but he went off injured after 35 minutes, so I can't be too harsh, can't be too forgiving, just an average 6. Next up, we've got Seamus Coleman, again, a 6. Tried to get forward a few times, but not as much as Luca Dean, I didn't think. You know, and I just think he's lost a bit of pace. But he did try and get in some good positions. Didn't have a bad game at all, Seamus. He was dragged off near the end, but I don't think he done that bad. Again, an average performance, guys. Luca Dean was the better of the 2 fullbacks, I thought. That's why Luca Dean got a slightly higher rating. Here we go. Gylfi Sigurdsson. I've given him a 3, and I don't think I'm being harsh there. First 15 minutes, I thought Gylfi was doing okay. He was getting stuck in a little bit. And then Gary Neville seemed to pull him up about this challenge that he didn't go in for. And I thought, oh, shut up, Neville. You know what I mean? But when I seen the replay, Gary Neville was actually right. He did actually pull out of a challenge or didn't go in for it. And since then, he was just anonymous. Since that challenge, he done nothing. He's not in the game at all. I don't think he made the challenge. After that, I just... Maybe he didn't even make I just thought he for the first 15 minutes he was okay, and then since that he just faded. It was like Gary Neville just pricked him with the voodoo doll and said, yeah, that's it. No, he just weren't in the game since Gary Neville pulled him up on that challenge. I don't know if you heard him, but he just weren't in it. He was just a ghost. He's finished, isn't he? He really is. Done okay last week, but he's just not good enough. He's just hasn't got the pace. He doesn't shoot anymore. And remember he was doing all these great shots and whacking them in from 20 yards out, and he just doesn't do it no more. I don't know if he's in the wrong position or whatever, but even when he was in that number 10 early on in the season, he wasn't doing anything. I think he's got to go. Honestly, I do. Sorry, Gylfi, but you're just not working hard enough for this club, mate, and we demand the highest work rate from all our players, and you cost what, 40 odd million. He was terrible. He just he gets a 3. He was bad. Andre Gomez only slightly gets a higher rating. That's a 4, and I'm probably even being generous there. Missed the pass it backwards. That's all he done for most of the game. Just passed it backwards, and he just got no agency about him. He can't get up to the other end. I'm not convinced by him. I said it last week. I'm just not convinced by him. He's done, on his day, he's a good player, but most of the games he's had for Everton, I feel, he just hasn't performed well enough. He's been one of our worst players since we come back from the restart. It's 4 games in. You can ask about the injury, but I said it last week. Under Silver, he went missing for 3 months for me. It just doesn't contribute many to... Half the time, I think he slows us down, to be honest. When he gets the ball, like I said, he just goes backwards or just slows the play down when all the players are in the box, and it's just... Go forward, Andre. You know what I mean? I think he does get away with it sometimes, you know, because fans love him, but I'm not convinced by him, and he gets a 4. People might think that's harsh, but I don't think it is at all. Next up, we've got Alex Iwobi. Again, 4. I've given him a 4. He was terrible. He's just so frustrating. For 30 million or whatever we're paying for him, you expect a lot more than this. I don't care even if you're out of position a little bit. You should be able to be doing better on the ball. He loses it all the time. He's frustrating. He's dragged off at half time, rightly so. And I've given him a 4. The midfield is a joke. It really is. Tom Davies, I've given him a 6. I thought he was actually the best out of all the 4 midfield starters. Got stuck in a little bit, tried to go forward, tried to make things happen. Was in and out the game though, you know, he was just there in patches, but when he was in it, he done okay. Give a few fouls away at times, but just an average performance from Tom really. But the better out the 4 midfielders, but that's not really saying much because I've given a 3, a 4 and a 4. So, but Tom done okay today, I thought. Richarlison, I've given him a 6, maybe a 7 might have. It was borderline. I give him a 6.5. How was that? Tried to get involved all the time, but winning the game at times as well. He was getting far left, right, and centre, which isn't his fault. Came the closest in the first half towards the end. Nearly scored for us, but I think. Look, I'm blaming the midfield here. We can't get. If I was him, I'd be like, maybe I should go to Barcelona because these midfielders can't give me the ball. We just don't give him any chances through the middle. It's all down the sides and he's got to try and win headers all the time. We need someone to go through the middle and slot him through. We just can't do it, and he must be scratching his head all the time because that's why he's coming back all the time to try and win the ball. But just didn't affect the game that much. I feel sorry for him, to be honest, because I know how good he is. Calvert-Lewin, I was debating between a 5 and a 6. I give him a 6 because he did try when the ball went up, but there was some bad decisions, I thought, first half especially, where he should have just went for goal and he's passing it backwards, and he needs to be quicker in the box, Dom, I think. But give him a 6, City average. On to the substitutions. Mina, I'll give him a 6, but when he come on, he was always trying to drive forward. Maybe would have given him a 7 here, but he did let Son in for a shot that Pickford saved. If it weren't for that, I might have given him a 7, but I thought he done okay, Mina. Like I said, always trying to get forward from the back and, you know, bring the ball out, which is what I want to see. You know, I tweeted at our time he was our most forward-thinking player, and you know what? He was a centre-half, most forward-thinking player in the first half. He was on for 15 minutes. Anyway, Mina gets a 6. Sidibe, give him a 5. Didn't do much for me, I didn't think. Just ran around a bit. Tried to get a few crosses in. There was one where the ball came to him and he couldn't even control it. Went out for a throw-in. Give him a 5. Keane, I've given him a 6. He got a shot away near the end there. Thought we nearly scored, but it was straight at the keeper. But he did try a little bit when he got the ball. I don't think he panicked as much as he did when he come on against Norwich. So I'll give him a 6. Bernard, 5. Don't think he affected the game much at all. Was on for, I can't remember how long he was on for now, about 25 minutes, 20 minutes. Just didn't do nothing. You know, I think Bernard's better when he starts games, but even some games he starts, he's just not in it. I think he needs to step up his levels. Maybe he's not happy here, I don't know, but I give him a 5. And Anthony Gordon, last but not least, look, people might laugh at this, but I don't care. He's my man of the match, and he's only on for half the game. That's how... It was between him and Dean, but I just thought Anthony Gordon affected the game more than any other player on that pitch. And I give him man of the match last week. I'm not just saying it because he's a youngster or anything. I sort of give him the benefit of the doubt last week because he was a youngster and, you know, it was his first assist and all that. But this week, I honestly think he was our most effective player, and he was on for half an hour. He's always trying to go forward, run with the ball, got a few shots away. And I always think he was trying to make things happen. He looks like a really tidy player, and Anthony Gordon is my man of the match. So sorry if you disagree with that, guys, because he was only on for half the game, but I don't think anyone done better than him, to be honest. So he's my man of the match once again for the second week running. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. Don't forget to check out the match reaction, and stay tuned to the Toffee Blues for your source for all things Everton. See you later.